if you recognize that intro, you already know where we're going. But it's a great song by Sublime, and it's got a great guitar solo in it, which I'm going to break down for you as well in this, as well as a couple of other things that I've discovered as I learnt to play this song as a solo guitarist. So obviously it's a great band song, but it's really fun to play on your own as well, with just a couple of adjustments to cover some of the parts and to fill out the guitar parts. So I'm going to show you all of that. Download your chart. Let's get going. As we just heard in the intro, it follows this chord progression for the intro and the verses, same chord progression. So what we've got is E major on the 7th fret, G sharp major, C sharp minor, and B major on the 7th fret. And I point out those fret numbers because they are the actual positions that the guys use. So the intro goes like this. Then it moves into the verse. Now the verse, if you're in a band, you're just hitting these chops. But if you're on your own, keep that bass note in there with your thumb or with your pick. I'm Santeria, I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all. What I'm doing here is just playing with my fingers, running off the bass note with my thumb, and then a downstroke, a down flick, if you like, on the rest of the strings of the chord. This is a swung 16th note pattern with my fingers extending for the down strum and retracting for the up strum. If you are not sure about this, have a look at my other videos on strumming technique. That'll help you out as well. But if you do that, then you get great feel and great rhythm, natural feel and rhythm. But it also means that if you don't hit the chords in exactly the right spot that you mean to, you're still going to be in time, right? So this is our... And all those little scratches, those percussive strums in the middle, in between, fill out your rhythm. And if you're on your own, they make it sound much more full, and it makes it much more enjoyable to play as well, because you feel that rhythm a lot more strongly than if you're just trying to go. Get into it. Let that rhythm feel really strong and really natural for you. That's your verse. As you go into the change, the chorus, it's a really nice little guitar fill section kind of thing that moves through these chords. The chords are A, really B, wanna C, E, D sharp minor, C sharp minor. Does that a few times. Does that 3 times, and then at the end it just goes A, B, and then moves on to the next section. So what the guitar is doing, what you're hearing is this. Okay, so that, if you're on your own, kind of loses a bit of momentum because you've dropped the bass in order to pick out this stuff. So if you can, keep the bass note of the chords running through as you play this thing. Now, what that means is that you're going. But when you want to do this slide, and this is a really nice sounding slide, right? It's impossible to do that with the full chord, but if you play your E like this with your 1st, 3rd, and 4th fingers, then you can slide down to the D sharp minor. Just lift your pinky off and use your 2nd finger there on the B string. And get down to the C sharp minor, you're going to need the full chord because you go through the whole chord, right? So it's last time it just goes A to B, off into the solo now. Now the solo is a great guitar solo. I'll play it with a loop first so that you can hear what it sounds like up to speed, and then I'll break it down slowly. So there you have the solo. Hopefully it was note for note on the tab, but I'll play it through slowly so you can get the idea. I'll start on the E. All pretty straightforward, pentatonic stuff moving through. Here's a tip. When you move down here to the first finger on the 8th fret, then you slide it down to the 6th fret, then you use your 3rd finger for the bend. So this is just speedy. This bit, 3rd and 4th fingers, then you kind of move, you bend it, and then you cover those. You don't really need to cover the G string. And in fact, it's hard not to bend that G string. What you do here is, with your 3rd and 4th fingers, bend the 11s up on the G and the B. Then with your 1st finger, you drop back down to the 9th fret and come down through those 3 notes. The last bit is just a single note. That lands on the 1 of the next bar. And that's the solo. Great solo, great song. The only other thing you need to learn then from that, because it runs into another verse after that and a chorus. At the end of the chorus, they just do this finishing run that goes E, D sharp minor, C sharp minor, B, A, B, E7. And use that note there because you can hear it in the recording. And that's the end of the song. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. Tell me if I did anything wrong or not to your liking, or if you think that I've got something wrong there. I'm pretty sure it's accurate, but love to hear from you either way. Thanks for watching. See you next time.